morning. I've had a few people ask, how can you start to connect with your higher self and your own guidance? And we all knew how to do that when we were little, but a lot of us have drifted so far away from that, and we're so in our mind and drifted away from ourselves that it's hard for us to start hearing it again. But everybody can. You once knew how, and you can learn again. So I'm going to give you a really simple exercise that you can do, and it's connecting with your higher self. And we have higher selves in each dimension, and depending on where your frequency is at, where you're vibrating, is the higher self that you generally would connect to. So one important thing to do throughout is to raise your own vibration, which means that you can go higher and connect with higher parts of yourself, but also higher beings with information. But one simple exercise you can do is, first you have to learn to identify, and I've spoken about this before. First you have to learn how to identify the voice of your higher self or guidance that is there to support you and drive you forward and give you information to let you move forward. So recognize which one is the ego that is trying to keep you safe and is trying to protect you, but often also keep you stuck in where you are, because that's where it feels safe and it feels in control, and that is important for the ego. So as I've spoken about it before, the ego is the one who usually is quite like it's trying to put you down, and it has a lot of fear-based thoughts that are coming through, and it's not uplifting and it's not encouraging to you. So first try to identify who is speaking, and do this a few days a week, and this following exercise, and don't use it in the beginning to make big decisions in your life, like should I change my job or should I move forward from this relationship. So don't start with big life altering decisions. But the more you listen and the more you ask for guidance and the more you pay attention to it, the stronger it becomes and the more of it you will hear. And always when you connect with your higher self, that is also lifting your vibration at the same time. So in the morning when you wake up and before you come out of bed, because when you're in that between state, between sleep and being awake, you're still more connected than you are after you get up and you go back into your mind, and you're kind of in between. So have a conversation with your higher self and say, okay, today I want you to guide me on what I should do, and I will trust what you ask and always go with what you get. So have your day filled with small things that you have a conversation with your higher self. So tune in and say, okay, which shirt should I wear? The one that is pink, the one that is white. And whatever you hear, you go with it. Then you're having breakfast, you ask, what should I have for breakfast? Coffee or tea or, I don't know, avocado or eggs? And whatever you hear, don't question it, just go with it. And do this throughout your day and as many days as you can. And the more you do that, the more you start trusting that, and then you can use that voice, that guidance, for bigger things in your life as well. So that's a really simple and kind of fun thing to do, and it makes your day into an adventure. And also start to recognize if you feel any bodily sensations when you get an answer. Because often spirit, one big way of getting your attention is making you feel things in addition to hearing or seeing. And you can feel the energy come through, so you might get goosebumps on part of your body or so that is a little practice that you can begin with, and there's loads more, but I think it's just something fun to do.